everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, bienvenidos, welcome to mi canal. My name is Karen and today I'm going to be giving you guys a full face tutorial using only MAC products. So if you guys have been subscribed to me for a very long time or have followed me on Instagram for a while now, you will know that I used to be a MAC girl. I worked at MAC for many years. It was pretty much the start to my makeup career, and today's video is very special because it is in partnership with MAC, and it's not just a regular sponsored video. I actually got a chance to work on them for their Powder Kiss campaign, and I'm the face of one of their lipsticks for their Powder Kiss formula. So it is a very unique partnership because I'm gonna be inside MAC stores. You guys, I went from being the girl at the counter, ringing you up, doing your makeup, being a MAC girl, to now gonna be inside MAC stores for this campaign, and I am absolutely so honored. So today's video is very special. Obviously, this is just my roots, like MAC are my roots, so it's really easy to speak to these products and create a look for you guys that I know that you would love and be able to recreate. So I know you guys are going to love this look and everything about their Powder Kiss lipstick, especially if you guys love a matte finish but do not want dry lips, want it to feel moisturizing, want it to feel like a balm, but still be a matte lipstick. It's definitely for you. So before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not. I upload all things beauty, and be sure to also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into today's video. So I'm gonna start off by applying some shadow base onto my eyelid, and I'm gonna be starting off with the soft ochre paint pot. And what I like to do is just start right in the middle of the eyelid and work it to the front and then to the corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to be going in with the eyeshadow in the shade Saddle and applying this to the outer corner crease of my eye. So what I'm doing first is focusing the shadow on the outer corner crease of the eye. And then from there, I'm just going to lightly start working it towards the front. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a smaller brush and kind of focus this right on the eye socket portion of the eye. So I just went a little deeper now with the smaller brush to give it a little bit of depth. I'm just gonna round it around my eyelid. It's cool because it kind of gives you two eyeshadows in one, but it's just one eyeshadow. So that's why I love saddles. That always comes through for these kind of things. And what I'm doing now is connecting it to the inner corner of the eye. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and spice up the look a little bit and give it some shimmer on the lid. So I'm gonna be going in with Amber Lights, which is an iconic shade at MAC, one of my absolute favorites. And I'm gonna go in with a pretty flat brush, just like that. And you can apply it dry or you can put a little bit of Fix Plus. I always like to spray Fix Plus to really get the intensity of the shadow. And from there, I'm just gonna go ahead and press it. Girl. I'm gonna go ahead and press this right on the eyelid, working it to the front. Because this is not a cut crease, we don't have to worry about staying in a certain area. We can actually tap the shade up, and it actually looks really beautiful because we are working with pretty natural gold warm undertones. So I actually prefer to look a little bit more blended than have a cut. It just kind of gives you a more everyday kind of wearable finish to it. Do you guys believe I literally just worked off of the product that was on there? I didn't even have to re-dip once, and that looks so good. So next I'm gonna go in with some gel liner and do a little wing, and I'm gonna be using the Black Track, and I'm just gonna be applying this to my lash line with the 209 brush. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of my concealer and clean up the end of the wing so that it can be extra sharp. All right, she is all winged out. So I'm now gonna go ahead and add some mascara, and we're gonna be using today the Extreme Dimension Blacklash Mascara, and we're just gonna be doing a few coats. So this is a pretty lightweight formula that adds tons of volume, length, and curl. And what I like to do is just roll this from the bottom of my lashes up to the tip. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop some lashes on, and when I come back, we're gonna go ahead and start the rest of the makeup. I'm gonna go in now with MAC Strobe Cream and apply this all over my face, especially the high points of my face. So forehead, nose, cheeks, and chin, the areas that I really wanna glow. This gives you like the ultimate glow, and I feel this was kind of the start to glowy moisturizers. When I used to freelance, this was like the only thing I would apply on my brides. And man, it made you look like you had the perfect lighting on you, like you're lit from within, just so many benefits about it. It comes in different undertones. So this is the original one, which is a pink lit, but it also comes in gold undertones, red undertones, really just all based on what your skin needs. And it's packed with tons of vitamins, potent botanicals as well, which is gonna help tired and dull skin to look alive and awake. And again, have that perfect lighting on your skin. I'm gonna do two is I'm actually gonna hit the neck area. I'm one of those, like if I'm glowing on my face, I need to glow everywhere else. So what I'm gonna do is take in the same foundation brush, and this is actually the MAC 190, and I'm gonna just add it to my shoulders. Later on, we're gonna hit it with a little bit more highlight, but for now, this is perfect. I'm now gonna go in with the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Primer and apply a little bit of this onto my T-zone area. So I do just about that much. So I'm gonna go to the areas I want a little bit smoother and where I have larger pores. So it's always gonna be right here in my nose area. Believe it or not, guys, we have pores everywhere. I have a ton of pores. I'm just really good at masking them. That's why you guys probably can't tell they're there, but they're there. I'm gonna do this, and it's also gonna really extend the wear time in the makeup as well. Next, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC35. Comment down below and like this video if you guys love this foundation. At one point, I used this during like my entire MAC career when I worked there, and it never did me wrong. I would use it on everybody, and even in my freelancing days, I used it on everyone. It just did wonders. I feel like this foundation never does anyone wrong. You get coverage. You can find a shade in this foundation. They have a natural cool undertones and natural warm undertones, so there is a shade for everybody. And if you're somebody who doesn't like a full coverage foundation, you could definitely still wear this because it is medium. Little trick I used to like to do is I would love mixing the Strobe Cream with the foundation together to make my own little concoction. Definitely try that out if you guys have ever want to like switch it up and do something a little different. All right, so next I'm gonna go in and do some concealing and brightening and contouring and everything. And I'm gonna be using the Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. Now I have two shades I'm gonna be working with today. One is NC25, which is gonna be the main one that I'm gonna use to highlight with, and then NC45 to do some contouring with. I'm not gonna be using any other bronzer other than this shade, so we're gonna be doing a lot with these two. And I'm just gonna dot the areas that I wanna highlight. We might add more, I'm not sure at the moment, but pretty much just gonna be using what's on the applicator. And now go down the middle of my nose and a little bit on the sides as well. It's really important to always get the sides, like right there. See it? It'll come together, you'll see. I'm gonna also take some into the forehead area. Just do a few little swipes up there. Always get the chin, because I feel like if you're gonna bring light to here, you should bring it down here as well. And then one area I always do this with full glam or like a natural glam is adding it around the nose area, because I feel this is where a lot of it's gonna have some redness, some darkness. So by doing it here, you're gonna lighten that area back up. I don't know, this is something so amazing. And then around the lip area. So those are the areas that I always hit with concealer. Again, full glam, natural glam, I always do that. So I'm gonna go now and just pounce that concealer all over my under eyes. You can see it immediately brings life back to those under eyes, to the portion of my face. All right, so this is gonna be a long wearing concealer, so it will last up to 24 hours. You're gonna get a really nice coverage with this, blurs imperfections, and just overall feels and looks really beautiful once it's on. It's a medium to full buildable coverage. So again, if you want it a little bit more natural, you can wear it that way. If you want it full, you could definitely build it up to that potential. So now I'm going in with the NC45 shade. I'm applying some on to the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender to actually apply this on with. I'm gonna create like a very soft effect on this area. And the forehead area as well. I'm now gonna use the Beauty Blender where I blended out the concealer. I'm just gonna go along the sides, just very, very light cleanup. I'm gonna go in now with another OG favorite of mine, which is the MAC Studio Fix powder. Again, comment below if you guys ever use this powder or love it. Really great powder that does everything in one. I love to set with it, so I'm gonna be applying this underneath my under eyes, forehead area. Not too much powder today. We're gonna try to avoid doing too much because I still am gonna go in with some highlight and some blush. So I'm gonna highlight the main areas that I want to set and lock in. So I'm just hitting again the forehead area, just right in the T-zone. A little shine doesn't bother me at all. I think because I'm dry, I don't mind like a foundation shine at all, but I just need to set the area that I don't want to move. I want to kind of lock it down, like right there. Ooh, that looks so good. I'm gonna ask Sebas to take me to In-N-Out tonight because I'm gonna look so good when I'm done with this look. All right, and that is pretty much it for the powder that we're using. So next I'm going in with some Gingerly blush and applying this to the apples and my cheeks. Gingerly is one of my absolute favorite blushes at MAC. If you've ever come across this, it's perfect, perfect. Trust me on that. It is so good. You can just add it right on the apples. It's like the perfect peachy, what do you call this? Like peachy rose. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to put bronzer on today either, because I said, you know what? This is like the perfect blush for this look. Actually, I feel like I always take this blush with me too when I travel. I always kind of have it in there in case I ever need blush. I bring like maybe 2 to 3 options now, but it's a good blush to have. So now that I've applied most of the powders on my face, I'm gonna go now and set it and then put my highlight on. I like to set in between, but right now, because I do want the highlight to really stand on, I needed to go on a more kind of damp surface. So for that reason, I'm gonna spray Fix Plus. And as we know, Fix Plus does wonders for the skin. It bonds all the powder particles together to give it a real life skin appearance. Instead of it looking like powders are layered on each other, we kind of want it all to melt in together. So that is what it's going to do for you. It also is infused with glycerin, which is going to extend the wear of the makeup. And then I believe it also has caffeine and green tea. I can be wrong, but from what I remember it does. So I'm gonna go do one more round. All right, so now I'm gonna go in and add some highlights onto my face, and I'm gonna be using the Whisper of Gilt highlight. This is one of my favorites. It's so good. It's part of the In Extra Dimension collection, which is, I feel, some of their most powerful, most intense highlights, shadows. I mean, everything in that line is just stunning. And this one is just money on the skin. So I'm gonna be taking in a pretty large brush and just kind of hitting the high points on my face. So the way I like to find it is, usually I'll just hit right there and then go around, but you can see with the light hitting right here, it's right there, and keep in mind, I have no highlight on right now. This is just like my natural oils and strobe cream and everything kind of coming through. So it's pretty much those high points of the face and then down the nose. I love me a forehead glow. It just looks so good, especially in certain lightings. Like, you can't go wrong with it. I think for me, because I am on the drier side, I do like to have a very glowy look to my face. A little bit of the highlight with my finger and just kind of add it down my nose and on top of my lip. And then, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, I'm gonna also get that little shoulder area. And to finish off my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with the shade Saddle and apply this all over my lower lash line. And then after that, I'm gonna top off my waterline with the eyeliner Teddy. And then of course, finish it off with some mascara. All right, I'm ready to get some lipstick on, and I'm ready to talk to you guys all about the star of today's video, which is the Powder Kiss lipstick. Now, this isn't just any ordinary lipstick. It actually has a really nice story behind it. So before we get into the application, I wanna tell you guys all about that and let you know all the benefits that this does and why it's so unique and so special. So this lipstick was actually born backstage during Fashion Week on runway and used on all the models. So all the MAC artists working backstage were using this not only for the lips, but for the eyes, for the cheeks, pretty much anywhere, all over the face to create these beautiful blown out soft matte looks that were just so unique and so different. And it was actually very successful backstage. Everybody loved it so much, and they actually decided to bring it to consumers. It was a hit. Everybody loved it because the formula is so unique. It's not just your traditional matte lipstick. It concerns a lot of the issues that regular lipsticks have, which is dryness, cracking, feeling uncomfortable, not feeling moisturizing. However, this lipstick is matte, but it is moisturizing, so it's very comfortable when it's on. And when you think of the word powder kiss, that's exactly what it looks like and what it does. It gives you a really beautiful, pillowy finish to the lip. It's hydrating, lightweight, moisturizing, weightless. It feels like you have almost nothing on. It's because it is a modern soft matte lipstick, so you can achieve many different finishes with this. And I'm gonna be wearing it in a more full coverage way, so I'm gonna build it up to its fullest potential and also finish it off with the lip liner. Excuse it, I have been using it like crazy, but this is what the lipstick looks like. It's, again, that like chili burnt red. I'm gonna start off by applying the lipstick on the lip first. When it comes to lipsticks, I like to do that first and then line it after. Otherwise, I find myself going really heavy with the lip liner. I'm gonna go in and blot it first and then build it up. All right, so real quick, just so you can kind of see, this is like the more blotted version. It's very natural. It almost looks like when you eat a popsicle and it stains the lip. That's kind of what it does. I built it up. I'm gonna go in with the lip liner Auburn, which is gonna be about a shade to 2 darker than the lipstick. I like my lip liners to be a little darker. You don't have to do it this way, but this to me is like the perfect one that goes with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line underneath and then on top as well. All right, so that is it for the lip application. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the color? What do you guys think about the finish on it? Honestly, it's so nice. It's so matte, and that's the best thing about it. So for somebody who's not a fan of matte or drying lips, I know you're going to love these. If you guys have checked these out before, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what color was your favorite. If you guys haven't checked them out, definitely give it a shot. And I'm ready to go to In-N-Out now that I'm all done up. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.